Guys, welcome back to another daily tarot card. These are your tarot cards for Tuesday, May 12th, 2020. We are pulling from the Animal Tarot deck as well as the Forest of Enchantment. Our first card is Tortoise. For summer, I love how the vegetables are coming in because I'm like getting worried kind of here. You know, we were able to grow a garden this year and it's just like, oh, we're getting snow again tomorrow. Your responsibilities may distract you from noticing all the gifts that God is presenting to you. Keep your eyes open. We'll be getting this a lot. Pay attention to your instincts. Believe in your psychic abilities, your intuition, how strong your intuition really is. I'm more in awe. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was getting some positive confirmations from people over the weekend and today, and I wasn't able to reply quickly because my kid had my phone, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, that's amazing. And I posted it and I left in my positive feedback, but thank you so much. Like, really, honestly, like, it means a lot to me when you guys do that for me because, like, I know I have the ability. I know my ability is strong, but it's just like sometimes I'm just in awe because it's like sometimes I read for people and they're like, nope, that doesn't resonate. I'm like, okay, maybe it's for someone else. And then they come back weeks later or, you know, and it's just like, oh yeah, it happened. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Sometimes it happens quickly. I did a live a couple of weeks ago and someone half an hour after I did the live, it happened. So it's just, you never know universe's timeline. Sorry, I just bumped the tripod. Be open to investigating opportunities that come your way. So we're getting a lot of opportunities coming our way. I love this garden. I love the tortoise. It's like, this is like, to me, a positive confirmation I'll be able to have vegetables this year. Last year we had to honor the way that the Hebrew faith goes that every 7 years, you don't plant a garden. Like whatever grows, you leave to whatever grows, you let anyone else, you know, if you want to pick it and put it at the end of the road and say free vegetables, whatever. If you have something that rejuvenates, like I have family that live in Spain and they have like raspberries and blueberries and stuff like that. So it's just like, you know, the birds eat it or they'll pick it and leave it at the end of the road and stuff. So it's like, you know what I mean? Honoring that way. So I love that. Maybe making jam for, you know, local peoples and, you know, saying free jam. Just, you know, a nice way to, you know, give back, replenish every 7 years, showing that you do respect and, you know, honor. Seven of Boots. So kind of a positive confirmation here with the Four of Summer. You're going to have many opportunities. This is like the Seven of Cups. And like, this is where I come from. It's like, you know, you have many opportunities. But with the Seven of Cups and some tarot cards, it's like, which ones are illusions? Which ones are reality? Or you have so many ideas, write them down because like you have, it's like when the creative juices are flowing, it's like write it down because you can't do everything all at once. Or else they'll suffer and you won't be able to do them full heartedly. So this is the Seven of Boons here. It's like, here's all these opportunities before you, but you can only choose one. It's kind of being on a game show. Is it door number 1, door number 2, door number 3, right? But here you have 7 opportunities. And 7 was really significant to me May 7th. So, you know, they're saying, you know, make sure that you make the right choice here because all the other opportunities are going to disappear and you're only going to concentrate on the one door. And then we're going to pull our last card. And I want to apologize to you guys. You know, even with my kids, I honor this. I never want to say anything, especially to you guys. You guys are my tribe, you know. I really am thankful for you guys, for your constant support. You know, we're coming upon a year of paid readings in August. So I really do honor and appreciate and I have a lot of gratitude for all of you, like honestly. And this butterfly in this Four of Summer is sticking out. I should check what that means, that butterfly. Not butterfly, excuse me, the bee. But I said I would do a giveaway for Mother's Day. Last week was so busy, and there's no excuse. It just got away from me. I completely forgot about it. I'm usually on this. And it's just like, it was like from Saturday all the way till Thursday. I even did lives, and I was so tired when I did the lives. And it's just like, I had so many, it's just, I could feel it. People needed cards pulled. And I just completely forgot about it. And I'm sitting there doing devotion last night. I finished. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's Mother's Day. Because my kids had brought me cards and stuck it in my Bible. And I was reading it and they're like, did you see them? I'm like, yep, I saw them and I kept them in my Bible. I'm like, oh my gosh, the Mother's Day giveaway. So I'm really, really sorry about that, guys. I truly do apologize. I never want to say anything and not go forward with it. So to make up for that, I'm going to post Wednesday. I'm going to put it on my calendar to do the not Mother's Day, excuse me, the long weekend. Here it's Queen Victoria's birthday, so like the long, we call it May 2-4 weekend in Canada or wherever you are. I'm going to do a giveaway from that. So we'll start it on Wednesday. So if you are going away, if you are able to, like, sneak off to like a cottage or whatnot for, a couple days, then, or you're going to go visit family because some of the restrictions are being lifted, I'm going to honor that. So it'll run from Wednesday to Monday at 11:59, and then on Tuesday we'll sit there. We'll put everybody's name into the Google generator, and then Google will pick it. So we'll do that. And I do apologize, guys. It's not that I didn't want to. I just completely forgot. I love this, the 2 of autumn. So, oh my gosh, this cat. I'm not going to even try. You may be under stress because of multiple jobs, too many responsibility for one person to manage. It's important to balance your work and your personal life and bring spirit of fun to all you do. For sure. I feel that because it's just like with myself, it's like I keep want to put I want to start putting like the decorations up for summer. And you put out your planters. We're here for sure. We're not ready for plants. I'm definitely going to hold off till the full moon of June. I might even wait off a bit there because we got snow there 2 summers ago. So it's just like, it's just like, I've been like it's been driving me nuts. It's like, okay, I'm going to do it today. And then I go to do it and then it snows. We're supposed to get snow tomorrow. So, and I keep it on. I'm just going to look up this bee, so I'll be right back. So I'm sitting here and I'm getting ready to look up what the bee means because it's really sticking out to me. So I'm going to pay attention and follow my intuition because it's like, look up that bee. But it's like the tortoise. You think of like the tortoise. The tortoise in the hare. Slow and steady wins the race. Listening to your elders. Like, they're telling me like, the tales of like, this lady's grandmother. We used to have in Atlantic Canada this really amazing weather lady, Cindy Day, and she would always talk about her grandma's not fables, but these like cute little things she would say about the weather. Like she'd be like, on this certain date, remember what the weather is, and that's what the forecast for the rest of the winter would be. So I put it on my calendar, and sure enough, she was right. It was a cool day. It was nice and sunny, no snow, and sure enough, we had a light winter. So it's just like these little fables, and she would say, "Do not plant your plants, your seedlings, until the first full moon in June." And I was like, "Oh, isn't that kind of late?" You know what I mean? And but I would plan it ahead of time, and I was just like, "Oh, she was right. We got frost. Like we would get frost warnings and stuff." So I feel like this is what the tortoise is telling me. Like, I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, I hope we get, vegetables here. And I think this is just a positive omen for me. Like, sow and steady, listen to the wise tales. I don't know how you would say that, but it's just like, everything's going to work out. You're going to get your garden and stuff. So, they're just telling me like, as soon as I was going to look up the bee, the tortoise, just all of a sudden, all these messages from the tortoise came in. I thought that was important. I absolutely love this. I'm not even lying. I sat there and I said, this one little bee in the corner stands out to me. Out of this whole card, we concentrate on the tortoise, the lettuce, the carrots. This bee stood out to me, this honeybee. So it's saying, shows sweetness, happiness, and joy. Bees denote a pleasant and great time with friends and social engagements. Seeing bees surround okay, no, there's no beehives in this. Okay, so we have no beehives in this that I can see. So we're just going to take the first part. So sweetness, happiness, and joy. Hi, I'll take it. So that to me is like summer, sweetness, happiness, and joy. I will take that. That's a beautiful, positive confirmation for me. I will take that. I will take that to the bank. That's beautiful. I love positive cards. One second. You think I'd be a little more organized? Not today. I feel like it's just my poor son. He pulled his muscles in his neck, and I just haven't accomplished anything today. But that's okay. So discover the Four of Summer, the first card, the Tortoise. Discoveries, hidden treasures. Ooh, I like that. Slowing your pace, noticing what's happening around you. So slowing our pace instead of like to get up and go. This is our last week for homeschooling. I'm really happy and pleasant that how great we did this year. So slowing the pace, being able to enjoy our days, not feeling we have to rush through it like, oh my gosh, at 7 o'clock at night we still have this to do. We still will get it done, but it's just like, sometimes those history, I love them. Like, don't get me wrong, I love our history, but it's just like, oh my gosh, it takes forever. Okay, life often moves very fast, and I feel like that's what happened. We got this big pause button on it. It can be difficult to notice all the gifts that heaven is presenting to you when you're rushing from one task to another. The tortoise asks you to slow down, that you pay attention, look at all sides of the situation, and exercise caution before turning down any opportunities offered to you. Oh, bugger, really? Ugh, I don't like that. I was offered an opportunity, and I was like, nope. I don't know. I feel like I was right. I'm going to follow my intuition on that one. There are treasures around you everywhere, and you don't want to overlook any of them. Of course not. Of course, tortoises can't amass material goods, but they do carry with them what they value most, their home. And that's what I value most in my life, is my home and my children. Tortoises are extremely long-lived, with a lifespan over 100 years, because all of that accumulated experience, they're considered exponentially wise, and because the tortoise moves so slowly, very little goes unnoticed. And I feel like as they're observing, as we're rushing, like the hare is going so fast he can't notice the fox, hiding under the bridge. He can't notice the puddle. He can't notice the mud. He can't notice the sign that the road is out because of rushing. And it's so funny. It's like, instead of rushing to this card saying lettuce, carrots, tortoise, I was like, that bee keeps standing out to me. You know what I mean? So it's like, when we slow down, we're able, like they said, to notice the sweetness and the happiness and the joy. Because we're not just rushing. We're not rushing day to day. It's enjoy. Slow down and enjoy the like they said, the sweetness, happiness, and joy. So rest assured that there is plenty of time to examine every opportunity from your private sanctuary, and make sure you don't miss any blessings. Oh, amen. I always try to make sure I honor everything, but it's just like, I feel like when someone disrespects you or dishonors you, it's like, you gotta say, I value myself more than this, because I always sit there and say, you know what, it's okay, when things get a little better, but it's like, I'm basically giving them permission to continually, be disrespectful to me and to my family. So I think I'm going to follow my intuition with that one. I understand what Spirit is saying, not to miss any opportunities, but that one, it's just, you got to draw the line in the sand. So 7 of Boons. Like I said, with the 7 of Boons, we're talking about there are stuff and opportunities before us. Funny enough, this 4 of Summer telling us not to speed through life so we don't miss opportunities. And the 7 of Boons are saying, here's 7 doors. Well, just like I said, it's like a game show. Game of life here. Which opportunity will you take? You can only pick one, and whatever one you choose is the one that is it. The rest will disappear, and you will hone on the one. In the enchanted forest, there's always a door when needed one. eventually. The forest decides when your need is great enough to warrant a portal, and then sometimes it gives you more than one. I love this because my son just did a video on portals. That's so funny. The next stage of your journey is determined by the door you choose. So take your time. Don't rush through the first door that appears before you. And also remember, make sure you're doing it for your best interest, your own best interest. Remember, and I'm not saying, please do not get me wrong when I say when you help others, of course. Me, I'm spiritual. It's like when I do things, I do it because I know it makes God happy, and God's happiness gives me strength. So with that said, it's like I also have to value myself. Again, where I'm saying about missed opportunities here. And I was wondering about that, but I go back and forth with this with my best friend, and I'm like, but we agree when we break everything down. It's like, no, like it's just too much disrespect. But it's like, you got to remember, if you sit there and you put yourself on the back burner and you help this person out, you're setting yourself out for 2 years by helping them out, especially if you've been down this road before, and there is a great chance that they'll do it again. Sometimes cheetahs don't change their spots, their stripes. So it's like, you know what I mean? You got to be careful here. Put yourself first. Put your family first. You move forward, and it's not being selfish. It's just like, you know what? We tried it this way before. It didn't work. This isn't going to change. You're kind of like Jekyll and Hyde. Only the best comes out when you want something. So this time we're going to do things different. I'm going to put me and my family first, and, we'll see what happens. This card is about patience as much as it is about choice. So again, patience twice. The Taurus and now the Seven of Boons. As you may have noticed, the suit of Boons doesn't go in much for speed, but it's about practicality, responsibility to problems, even when the realm of enchantment. If you don't know what to do yet, don't do anything. It's simple as that. Remember, once you choose a door, all other doors disappear. Patience, timeless, waiting for obvious direction, recognizing the best option. So slowing down and noticing everything, not being the hare and rushing forward. Each door bears a different symbol, placed there by magic. Which one calls you? And remember, like they said, like to me, there's two doors here that call me. Like they said, don't choose the obvious choice here. Maybe that choice is out of fear. You're choosing that choice because you're like, you know what? It's the safest choice. Out of fear, I'm going to choose this choice again for myself. It would be the same choice again that I kicked myself in the butt for. And it's like, do we want to do that again? Because it's going to be the same song and dance. So the need to balance work and play, having too much going on, stress from conflicting priorities, making work fun. Always try to make work fun. I feel, honestly, gosh, doing readings, it's my passion, and it doesn't even feel like work. The only time it feels like work is when I have so many, and it's like I have to do schooling on top of that, because it's like I want to fall on the floor. The cat teaches you that negative thinking will not get you the successful outcome you're seeking. As bees, 8 of spring, sees bees against trying to multitask, content with many happy opportunities at once. This card indicates a great deal of stress, possibly from having more than one job. The cat asks you to have more fun. Try to find ways to influence a little bit of joy into whatever task you are focused on. This cat wants you to lighten up. If possible, try to find some balance between your professional and personal life. The cat is one of the oldest cat breeds. Oh, I wish I knew it was. A Abyssinian? Here, you know what? I'm going to Google it. 1 second. So the Abyssinian is one of the oldest cat breeds, and as such has learned that all work and no play makes Jane a dull girl. Jen, close enough. Very personable and curious. Abyssinian simply love to play, explore, happily experience new things. Therefore, they encourage you to learn from their balance, work ethic, and enjoy life. For sure. I'm just wanting to go out in the garden. I know that sounds like work, but I really enjoy being outside. This is my time of year, but it's just cold. I just want to get outside and play, but, still that cold is still in the air. So I pray that, you know, that's going to, push away soon. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards. We'll see you for the next tarot card on Wednesday. Have a good one, guys.